We're following breaking news. One of Rudy Giuliani's Ukrainian-American associates charged with campaign finance violations is now prepared to cooperate with impeachment investigators. The attorney for Lev Parnas says his client is ready to comply with requests for records and testimony. Parnas and Igor Fruman are accused of helping Giuliani dig up dirt on Joe Biden. With me now is Mimi Rocah, a former assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York. She's now an MSNBC legal analyst. So on first glance, what do you make of Parnas being willing to cooperate?
Well, it's interesting. It's intriguing. I think we have to see what cooperate means. There's some other sort of background to this that I think is relevant. One is apparently Parnas at some point dropped his lawyer, John Dowd, who is, has a connection to Manafort and the president. And he now has a lawyer, Joseph Bondi, who, has done criminal cases in the Southern District of New York for a long time. I had cases with him or against him. So, it's possible, though I don't want to get people's hopes up, that Parnas is more fully cooperating, maybe in the Southern District of New York, and that this is sort of an effort to show that he's being cooperative. The Southern District wouldn't make it a requirement that he cooperate with Congress, but it would sort of be expected that he wouldn't just defy a subpoena, a lawful subpoena, which this is, if he wanted to cooperate in the Southern District also. So I think we have to see what it means, but it certainly is reason, it makes your eyes go like this, and I want to see what it means.
Well, let me ask you about the statement from Bondi, Parnas' attorney. It's very carefully worded. We will honor and not avoid the committee's requests to the extent they are legally proper, while scrupulously protecting Mr. Parnas' privileges, including that of the Fifth Amendment. What does legally proper mean? Is it legally proper to you and me, or legally proper to the president?
Right, exactly. That's why I'm saying let's keep our expectations reasonable for now and see what cooperate means, because he could take the same position that many of the president's close, advisors and people have taken, saying, oh, no, this is not a lawful subpoena, as the president says, because, the impeachment is all a hoax argument. I'm not sure that that's what's going on here, though, because why would he have changed course? And also, the fact that he mentions, obviously, Parnas does have a real Fifth Amendment right. That is a real thing. He is an indicted defendant. He's got to be careful. But it does make me think that maybe there is some real overlap, as we've sort of suspected, but we'll have to see, between the Southern District case, which we haven't yet seen it in the Southern District. Right now, that's just about campaign finance, and the impeachment inquiry. If there is some interplay, and that is now, and so for Bondi to be saying, okay, the Fifth Amendment might be implicated here, well, is he implicated because there is more overlap than we can see right now between impeachment and the Southern District of New York?
Really quickly, on documents, there's always been this question of who's paying Rudy Giuliani. Are those documents that potentially he might have in his possession?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the big questions here is, how and why did Rudy Giuliani get $500,000 from, fraud guarantee or whatever it's called? Why were they paying him? It was who was representing who, and where did the money come from? Right? Parnas is this guy who apparently couldn't pay his own debts, but he could pay $500,000 to Giuliani. That is the million-dollar question.
Very intriguing. Mimi, come back and tell us what happens next. Explain it all to us, as you have been doing now for Everything Legal for the past year and a half. Mimi Rocah, thank you very much.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.